If you had to describe the University of Rochester parking in one word, what's the first word that comes to mind?
Hell.
Describe parking in one word.
Sucks.
What is the first word that comes to mind?
Shitty.
Irritating.
Dictatorship.
Greedy.
Limited.
Strict.
Gluttonous.
Difficult.
Abysmal.
Awful.
Oh my god. Horrendous.
Annoying.
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 They give you tickets all the time.
There's never any parking spots, and if I want to get to school, say around mid-afternoon, then I have to park a mile away and walk. There's no public transportation, or I would get a ticket if I parked closer.
I think my friend and I went to Hillside one night, and we parked like right outside that door, and like within 2 minutes there was a parking officer already writing a $50 ticket.
I had to pay my tickets before I could send out transcripts, and that was a pretty unhappy time.
I was parked outside of Faye's for about 10 seconds with my flashers on, and I went into the stairs. I turned around to look back to make sure I put my flashers on. The guy was giving me a ticket.
Maddie Korber, she went to University of Rochester and she parked in the grass, and her ticket was only $15, but when she parked in a flashing zone with her flashers off, it was $50. So if you ever need somewhere to park in the grass.
There aren't enough parking options for all students who have cars at home to be able to bring them and have their car on campus.
There's no spaces. You have to fight. You have to get there at 8 a.m. to get a spot.
I got a ticket the first day I was on campus just because I hadn't put the sticker on my window when I had already purchased it.
I had a doctor's appointment at UHS, and I was really sick, and I had 2 midterms that day, and I had strep throat. So I parked at the UHS spot, and then I had to run to take 2 exams, and they ticketed me because I was there for more than an hour.
I had a lot of tickets before I was a student here, and then I registered my car here, and once I became a student, and they didn't tell me that, you know, at any point of time I needed to pay off tickets or whatever, and I got a ticket as a student, and then they put a boot on my car and they wouldn't take off the boot until I paid like $475.
They just take their job too seriously.
I was parking outside of Sue B. I was going to run to Hillside, get a snack really quick. Put my flashers on, like the 15-minute zone, was in there for no more than 5 minutes. And I walk out and the guy's writing a ticket. I tried to explain reasonably, I kept my calm. He wrote me a ticket, said it was against policy on all this crazy tangent, and still gave me the ticket.
The other day I got a ticket. They tried to give me a ticket after 4 p.m. on Friday afternoon when I have a parking pass, and the parking guy was insisting on giving me a ticket, but it wasn't illegal for me to be parked there.
I had to turn in an assignment on my way to work, so I parked in a spot that wasn't in my designated area for all of 3 minutes, ran in, turned it in, got back out. Parking was right there, and I told the guy, I was like, hey, I've been here for 3 minutes, I'm only dropping this off, and he's like, oh, I already wrote the ticket, and he gave it to me.
What's one nice thing you have to say about University of Rochester parking? Tell me one nice thing you have to say about parking.
I don't really know.
At Rochester?
What's one nice thing you have to say about the University of Rochester parking?
I don't think I have any.
What's one nice thing you have to say about University of Rochester parking?
I don't.
I don't have one thing that's nice to say about them.
I've never heard one nice thing about parking.
What is one nice thing you can say about parking?
They're very efficient at doing their job.
One time the parking man let me in the library lot when he wasn't supposed to, and I think he was hitting on me.
Oh, they helped me get my car out of a snowbank once.